Hello, guys. So, oh boy, I'm about to step on some fucking toes. All right, because I'm gonna step on some fucking toes. All right, because if you're a fucking parent, right? Well, supposed to be a fucking parent, but you wasn't there for your kids. Your kids practically grew up on their own, fend for their fucking selves, and at times basically raised your ass because when you were supposed to be doing parent stuff, you were nowhere to be found. You were all over the fucking place with your friends while your kids were taking care of your house and shit, washing your clothes, cleaning the house, taking care of your younger babies, cooking, taking ass whooping day, night, go to school here and there. But then your kids were smart enough to know that they had to get away from your ass in order to become something in life. And all your fucking kids knew that. All your fucking kids knew that if they stayed around you, there wasn't gonna be nothing. So they smartly stepped away from you and carved out a life, because I know this, and you know who I'm talking. They carved out a life for themselves, right? Even though they struggled, and their struggle, you still don't fucking know the half of it. But I've seen it. I've seen their struggles, right? I've seen what they've been through. And now those kids grew up. Well, somewhere along the way, you decided that you are gonna become an adult, and half of the kids you decide you were able to at least help to send them to school because you didn't raise them, you didn't live with them, you didn't culture them, you didn't teach them anything, you didn't help them with any homework, you didn't see their report cards, you didn't go to their PTA meetings, you never met any of their teachers, you didn't go to any of their sporting games, you didn't know anything about your kids. I know this. I've seen them. Right? And those kids grow up, and somewhere along the line, here and there, they run into some difficulties, and you help them out, and all of a sudden you start acting like they fucking owe you something. You want those kids to start talking about all that you owe them, that you cannot give back to them? A stolen childhood? All those nights in the dark? All those nights afraid? All those nights the baby's fucking screaming? Terrified? Hearing fucking footsteps? Hearing the doorknob turn? But there was nobody there. But you don't know these things, do you? And then you come in at night. But I'm not going to talk about that part. But they had to take it out in the morning for you and empty that shit. Right? Do you think about yourself? Do you really? Or do you fucking have amnesia? Because you have to have amnesia. Because they've been telling me about all the attitudes you have and acting like they're supposed to run to you. And because you help them out a few times, when they run into a little jam, you're acting like they owe you something. I know those kids. I know what they've been through. You cannot repay those kids. Sometimes I was the one who had to be there for those kids when they were terrified. Sometimes I was the one who had to fucking part the Red Sea for those kids to cross. Sometimes I was the one who had to multiply the fish and the bread for those kids. Sometimes I was the one who had to pray over those kids to save them from leprosy. You get the drift? So I know. So don't come and act as if any of those kids owe you anything and you didn't raise any of your kid. And that one kid that you raised, he don't know anything about you. And if he knows the person that you truly is and what you did to those kids, he would turn. So you should humble yourself and you should apologize for the things that you've done. You should think about it and you should apologize because there's trauma there.